Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Mega Man 8. I am Sire Goku. In the last video, we went through our second intro stage and fought Duo. I didn't get a chance to say that, but the mysterious robot that we fought was Duo. We found out that he's not working for Dr. Wily. He is trying to collect something called evil energy, which is spread throughout the world, that Dr. Wily has apparently collected and is making spread even more. And we found Dr. Wily's new castle, but it's being blocked by energy towers that are being guarded by 4 more robot masters, because of course there'd be 4 more bosses. Now, it's a little bit of a trickier situation to decide which order to go in for these guys, but I typically always go for this guy first, Aquaman. DC, please don't sue me. Later games that would have Aquaman in them, Capcom changed his name to Waterman for obvious reasons. If you've realized, we have next to no water in this game, aside from the small area in the intro stage. So now swimming actually matters, even though it really doesn't, because it's the only water stage in the game. It's a shame, really! This is the only game in the Classic and X series. This is the only game in the entire Mega Man franchise where Mega Man knows how to swim. I don't understand why they didn't add this in to like the later Mega Man X games, like 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like all the PlayStation Mega Man X games, X should be able to swim. With Mega Man 9 and 10, I understand why, because we'll get back. I'll get into those once I actually start commentating on them. But people that may not already know, Capcom went back to 8-bit NES style with Mega Man 9 and 10. So that makes sense for Mega Man to have lost his ability to swim in those games, because he never could before in the NES games. But why not just give him the innate ability to swim in the first place? Mario knows how to swim. To be fair, at least despite Mega Man not knowing how to swim, he at least can breathe underwater, unlike Sonic. Now, I don't hate Sonic, I'm just saying. And I'm actually surprised that wasn't something that showed up in the Archie comics. Oh, right, and I also forgot to equip my, my laser shot. I bought this earlier. Now instead of using the traditional charge shot, we have a laser which pierces defense, and it's really, really good. I love this attack so much. The arrow shot is also useful for one specific boss in Wily's tower, which I found out from watching other playthroughs. I didn't realize how good it actually was. But the laser gun is also useful against Sniper Joes because you can pierce shields with it. And that's always a good thing. Yay! Weapon energy! Now we have the most annoying mini-boss in the game. I hate this guy so much. You may be asking, why? Why do you hate this boss, Sire? Because he has way too much health. And this boss fight goes on for goddang ever. Basically, you just keep falling, and you have to shoot this guy to death as you're falling, which sounds simple enough, and it's the most basic thing ever. But he is so frustrating, and he may actually even kill me. It's not even because of him that's the problem. It's the fact that you don't really have any way to guess where he's going to come from, see? I might have been able to beat him, but unfortunately I did not. Oh well. The upside is this boss is going to be leading us to the halfway point of the stage, which is why I was hoping I could finish him the frick off. Now, this doesn't fall endlessly. Eventually you are going to get to the bottom of this waterfall, and it's going to make fighting him slightly trickier because he's going to bounce around on the floor and stuff, and it's going to make it even more annoying to hit him, but it at least won't make it impossible to hit him. And sometimes you just can't dodge getting damaged by him, too. I mean, again, I'm not an expert at Mega Man, even though I love Mega Man to death, I'm not perfect at it. Flash Bomb probably does more damage. It's just really freaking hard to hit him with it. There we go. Now he's dead. Yes, and you just keep going. See, you can't, and it can get you down here, but you do end up getting the best rush upgrade in the game, which is basically the only energy tank you get. It's Rush Medic, where you summon Rush, and he just constantly drops items for you. Be it weapon energy, life energy. Well, that's it. He drops weapon and life energy for you. He doesn't drop extra lives, unfortunately, but that... You shouldn't need extra lives if you're summoning him anyway. You're just calling him because you want to heal yourself. So it's basically it's this game's energy tank, and it's the only one you get in the entire game. There's a bolt over here. You have to use Tornado Hold to push this mine up. And you get a bolt as well as as well as some free life energy, which is very, very nice. I wish it was an extra life to make up for the fact that I died fighting that mini-boss, but I can deal. I believe there might be some things hidden in this area, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And now we have ourselves... Now we have to drop down, which really isn't that bad. Just be careful, because you don't want to fall into spikes. Dropping down here, we can get another bolt. I actually kind of got lucky there. I didn't remember exactly where it was, but basically you just have to keep falling down, and this is where things get tricky, because you have these walking mines. But there we go. You just drop down here, and everything's all hunky-dory for us. Compared to the mini-boss, that part's not too bad. The mini-boss is by far the worst section of this level. Now again, the laser gun, it may not be the strongest. I just prefer to use it. I've always used the laser gun upgrade. You don't have to, like I said before, you don't necessarily need any of the upgrades that you can buy in the shop. This game is simple enough as it is that you don't necessarily need any upgrades, but hey, I'm going to get a couple of them, show them off. I may not be, even if I did get all the bolts, I can't show off all of them, but I'm not going to make separate save files to show every single special weapon, I'm sorry. I know there's plenty of people that have already done that. But I don't want to make this series go on too terribly long. But here we go, now we're at Aquaman. Get Flash Bomb ready. Oh god, of course I get him to say that line. Now, Flash Bomb is not Aquaman's weakness, but it does a decent amount of damage, and it's pretty much the Metal Blade of this game. Aquaman has Water Gun, or Water Cannon, which you can just jump over depending on how he moves. And then he's got Water Balloon, which you're going to want to stand close to him when he does that so that you can dodge his shots. And then he'll make this Water Spout show up. Similar to Wave Man. Water Cannon you want to be careful of because it's hard. Sometimes it's going to be hard to judge where he's going to fire it. If he's in the center like he was there, you should be able to just jump over it. There we go. I almost died there. But if he's standing directly next to you, most of the time he's just going to fire a water cannon straight forward. So if you just jump straight up and it hits a wall, then it's going to disappear, so you'll be fine. But that was close. I mean, I still had plenty of HP. I wasn't going to die, but... I have to stress, Aquaman is not weak to the Flash Bomb. It's just the best kind of attack I can use at the moment. You can use just the standard Mega Buster and you'll do just fine too. But if you just use the Blaster or the Flash Bomb, then you should be fine. And he's pretty easy compared to the other three bosses. Let's see if I can't buy anything else in the shop. Because this is yet another short part. Okay, I can get the spare extra, which is kind of what I want, actually. It makes me automatically start every stage with 4 extra lives instead of 3, so I'm going for that. And those are usually the 4 items that I get. You can get the Arrow Shot. Arrow Shot's useful for a boss in Wily's Castle, which I'll talk about later, but I don't necessarily need it. Auto Fire, it's nice, I don't need it. Step Booster, I definitely do not need that. High Speed Charger's good. Super Recover is okay, but I don't necessarily need it. Faster Mega Buster. The only other item that I'm probably going to get is the Power Shield because it gets rid of knockback. So if I get 5 more bolts, I'll probably buy that. But again, that's a big if. I hardly ever need it. So there we go. That's Aquaman. It's another short part. I apologize. Well, let's show off the option. Why not? Oh no, it's just this again. Alright. How long was that video? 13 minutes? Yeah, it's kind of short, but again, I'm trying to make these videos kind of short anyway, so I apologize if this could have been a longer part, but I'm gonna call that a video. And in the next one, we're gonna go on to Swordman. I will see you guys in part 7.